Our feature presentation is brought to you by Smunt. Are you unhappy? Need a way to spice up your next shindig? Is your dog just a little too confident? Try Smunt for all your needs.
But what does Smunt do?
Ha! More like what doesn't it do?
Oh, okay, what doesn't it do?
Ha! You said it.
But you still haven't...
Smunt! It sure is.
All right, kids, grab your stakes and your lucky bindles as we take you to tonight's final feature, Swampy Gunderson, Dracula Hunter.
The name's Swampy Gunderson, and I hunt Draculas. Fearsome, blood-sucking creatures of the night, along with all manner of haints, buggins, garblins, and ghouls. I left my home in the marsh to travel the land, slaying these beasts, and the hunt has led me to their source, the greatest hotbed of Dracula activity in the country, a public high school in Pasadena, California. Once Swampy made this discovery, his purpose was clear. Infiltrate the high school perpetrating as an average high school student and destroy the Dracula threat from the inside. This is the legend of Swampy. Now the troubles all began, as most of my troubles begin, in a library.
Gee, Billy, I don't know if we should be in the library after the school's closed. It's so dark and creepy in here.
Relax, babe. The school should be happy that anyone uses the library at all. There's no one here. Besides, I'm the captain of the football team. You think if they catch us, they'll actually suspend me?
Yeah, but I'm not... What was that?
It's nothing. Just this old building. It's been around since, like, the 90s. Don't worry too much.
Yeah, but what about all this mist?
Maybe the Hacky Sack Club was in here earlier and...
What was that?
It's coming closer. It's... Oh! Oh, it's just you.
What are you doing here?
What's going on with your face? Why are you looking at us like that? What's that? No, there's nothing on my neck. Why do you ask?
And they was never heard from again. Until later on in the story, when they was heard from again.
Okay, class, settle in. Today we have a new student who just moved here from...
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Everyone, please welcome Swampy. We're happy to have you in our Earth Sciences class.
Thank you, young man. Now, as an average teenager like the rest of us, Swampy ain't much for book learning, but he do enjoy the popular music, hanging around the malt shop, and hitting the local discotheque.
That's so retro. I love it. He's such a hipster.
Yes'm, I had him replaced twice. Thank you for noticing.
Thank you, Swampy. Now please have a seat so I can take attendance.
Like, you can come sit next to me. Hi, I'm Jennifer. I love your accent. What part of Jamaica are you from?
Have you ever been to Jamaica?
No.
Well, you don't look Jamaican.
Well, Swampy don't know what you's talking about.
Well, for starters, you look like a leathery-skinned transient in dirty overalls with a full white beard who just wandered in here.
This is how the young folk dress in my island.
Jimmy, don't be jealous just because he can grow facial hair and you can't.
Lumberjack chic. I love it.
Or how about the fact that you have what appear to be bloody wooden stakes sticking out of what is clearly a hobo bindle?
It's a Jan sport.
So retro.
Excuse me, kids. If you're going to talk in class, I'll have to ask you to leave. Now pipe down. Billy Smits? Billy? Absent?
Jennifer, this is just weird. This guy could be dangerous. His beard is at least 40% Spanish moss, and he smells like the inside of a tooth.
Oh my God, Jimmy, you are being so rude. This is why everyone thinks you're such a spaz. I'm sorry, Swampy. Some people are just intolerant of other people's cultures.
The lady folk is right, Jimmy. Do not meddle in the affairs of that which you do not understand.
What?
Oh, Billy, so nice of you to join us. Are you all right? You look off. Where have you been?
I was at the sport match area doing a game thing.
Oh, well, how did you do?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, why don't you have a seat?
Billy. Are you, feeling okay? Your skin is all hangy and your eyes look terrible.
And why are you wearing a turtleneck? It's like 80 degrees out.
Fashion knows no temperature.
I have a flu.
I didn't know the flu made your eyes bleed and your teeth sharpen into points.
Shut up, human.
Yeah, like, shut up, human.
Billy, maybe you should go see the nurse.
Swampy had seen these symptoms before, right before the great Draculizing of 1987. I remember it like it were yesterday. Draculars with feathered hair and half shirts everywhere. Truly, a horror to behold. This did not bode well. Swampy needed to find answers, and fast.
Don't forget your homework. Tonight is to write me an essay on the tectonic.
Excuse me, young miss.
Oh, hi, Swampy.
Now, Swampy was wondering...
If I had a date to the prom, yes?
Are you kidding? He's way too nonconformist to want to go to stupid prom.
What? Swampy ain't got no time for your frivolous notions of prom.
I know, right? But we should totally go together, ironically.
Swampy just needs to know if y'all have heard about any mysterious disappearances.
Why? Trying to cover up your tracks, Sling Blade?
It's for a class, Jimmy, for missing persons class.
Go away, Jimmy.
And quit being such a jealous loser.
I'm trying to protect you from this deliverance reject. But Jennifer, if you're looking for a prom date, I
Swampy, we'll
happen
talk
to
to
be
you later.
Bye, Swampy.
talking to a wall. And they've left me alone with Sling Blade. Great.
You!
Let me go! Stranger danger!
You have seen through Swampy's clever disguise. Tell me, loser Jeremy, what are you? A practitioner of the dark arts? A garblin? A spookum?
I think I just beat a little.
You ain't no Dracula. A Dracula can assume any form and therefore would not take that of a gangly baby man.
What? Hey, I've been told several times by my mom how handsome I will be someday. And
You tell me what you know, you pockmarked creature of Sara, before I heart stake you. Before I heart stake you right in the heart.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! There's no need for violence or heart staking. I'm just a regular high school student. Just like you.
Just like me.
Yes! Just like you.
I see.
You do. I mean, yes, you do.
Yes'm, your disguise is nearly as cunning as mine. Though in retrospect, I should have known it was a ruse. A clever tactic, being so unlikable that the Draculars aren't attuned to your presence.
What are you...
So tell me, Jeremy, how long have you been a regular high school student? Wink.
About 2.5 years now. Did you just say wink at me?
And how many of the damned have you put out of their misery?
The what?
The damned, boy. Now don't play dumb with me. If you's a Dracula hunter, how many Draculas have you slain?
Oh, yes, I'm a Dracula hunter. I've killed so many Draculas.
Surely, Jimmy, with your keen hunter senses, you have noticed a foul plot afoot in this learning school. Perhaps something amiss, or someone.
Oh, you mean Billy back there? Yeah, he's always been kind of a jerk.
Has this burly always had sharp fangs, bloodshot eyes, and is a Dracula?
No, I don't think so.
Draculitis.
Oh, yeah, that could be... Wait, what the heck are you talking about?
Draculitis occurs when a Dracula has infected a person, making them his proxy, to do his bidding and to spread his curse among the masses.
Well, we could always ask his girlfriend Christina if he's been acting strange. There she is over there! Attempting to walk into the chemistry lab without opening the door. Hi, Christina. Here, let me get that for you.
Oh, thank you, Jerry.
Are you feeling okay? Your eyes...
That's good. I must go science now. Goodbye, Joey.
Notice anything strange?
Yeah, that's the nicest she's ever been to me. And the closest she's ever gotten to getting my name right. Oh yeah, and you know, she's wearing a wool scarf in 80-degree weather, has pointed canines, and is bleeding from the eyes.
Stilted speech patterns, sudden drop in intelligence, unusual choice of clothing. Hallmarks of Draculitis. These two may be the first, but they will certainly not be the last. Yep.
Wait. So you're telling me that my high school is infested with vampires?
Draculas.
Draculas? And that they're taking over students one by one until they're all enthralled? That sounds like the plot of a bad movie.
Now, I know this can be hard to accept as a young apprentice hunter.
It's 2018, I've heard weirder. So how do we stop this Draculosis?
Draculitis, Jimmy. Ooh, you think you're lucky Bindles it ain't Draculosis. No. There's only one way to end this curse. To kill the snake's body, you must cut off its head.
We're gonna cut off Billy's head? I mean, the guy's a jerk.
No,
but...
You danged idiot. No. We must find the Dracula what did it to him. Now remember your hunter training and think. Is there anyone else in this school what bears the traits of the Dracula?
Well, there's Mr. Renfield. I've always said that guy must be a vampire.
Dracula,
whatever.
Yep.
But anyways, I'm not serious. He couldn't really be one. He's been the history teacher here for years. He just has this weird European accent. And he's got this skin condition where he can't be in direct sunlight. And he always wears black, long sleeves and a cloak, and oh my god, he's a Dracula.
Perhaps. Let's pay him a visit, and quickly. The sickness spreads every minute we wait.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but I should really be getting to gym class.
It's not helping. Let's go. This young hunter had keen perceptions, but he was still greener than the cave garblin's ear. What hunter don't know the difference between Draculitis and Draculosis? Perhaps he could benefit from my learnowledge. We'll find out after these messages from our sponsors. Yep.
Tonight's episode of Swampy Gunderson Dracula Hunter is brought to you by Smunt.
Now available in crunchy and extra smooth.
Put it on your car. Put it on your kids. Just don't eat it. Smunt.
Smunt! 40% non-toxic. Find in the produce section of your local hardware store. Smunt!
Buy it, and then you'll have some.
Well, here we are. Room 210. Mr. Renfield's room. And the door's locked. What the hell are you doing? You can't just kick down his door. We're in a public school in broad daylight.
Just did. Yep.
Just get inside before he sees us. Boy, it sure is dark in here.
A hallmark of the Dracula.
Or of an unoccupied classroom. Although the blackout curtains are a little weird. Wait, check out these books on his shelf. I've never noticed them before. Cooking with Humans, Easy Bake Coven? Twilight? Bram Stoker's Dracula. Wow, have I been pronouncing that wrong my whole life? And is this a human skull?
What are you kids doing in my classroom?
Mr. Redfield!
And what has happened to my door?
Oh God, I'm too young to be Draculized.
What?
Something ain't right here.
Yeah, we're about to get eaten by a creature of the night. Now run!
Hey, you kids, get back here!
How many gym classes have you skipped?
Shut up! I left my inhaler in my locker. You know, the one you almost put my head through? It's been kind of a day.
No one likes a whiner, Jimmy.
I am not... Oof.
Stupid human.
Margot, look out! We're being chased by a bloodthirsty vampire.
Dracula.
Dracula!
And no, we ain't.
Wait, what?
I tried to tell you before you darted off like a spooked scrub weasel. That man weren't no Dracula.
What are you kids talking about, Dracula? What do you mean, Dracula?
I might have thought you were a creature of darkness.
Why would you think such a thing, Jimmy?
Because of the pale skin and the blackout curtains?
I have the photosensitivity. It is hereditary.
But the books? Cooking with Humans? Twilight?
What? A grown man can't be Team Jacob?
And you have a human skull on your shelf, too.
It belonged to my beloved grandmama.
Oh, yeah? Well, what about the creepy vampire accent?
I find that incredibly offensive.
Don't be racist, Jimmy.
Don't you even start with me, you old boxcar goblin! For a second, you actually had me believing in vampires!
Draculas.
Whatever! You scared the hell out of me, you humiliated me in front of Jennifer, I assaulted a teacher because of you! And after all that, there are no such thing as your freaking Draculas!
No, there definitely are Draculas.
See? Wait, what?
You mean to tell me you couldn't tell Margot had the Draculitis all along? The stilted speech patterns, the low intelligence, the strange clothing.
How was I supposed to know, man? She's always like that.
Yeah, like, we've all had Draculitis this whole time.
What do you mean, we?
Children, stop this arguing. People are staring.
Yeah, they are. Very silently. And unblinkingly.
Being enthralled is in right now, Jimmy. The whole school's doing it.
Everyone's a Dracula? The entire student body? Wait, how come I was never Draculated?
Draculized.
Am I immune or something?
Well, let's see. All the most popular kids were Draculized first, then the cheerleaders and the football team, and then... Remember that big house party Jennifer had on Saturday? Yeah. Turned out that was like the great mass Draculizing. Oh, that's right. I forgot. You weren't invited. Hashtag sorry not sorry.
Oh, I would have gone, but I had a date that night.
No, you didn't.
So, you're saying the whole reason I'm not a Dracula is because I'm not cool enough? I'm still alive because nobody likes me?
Yep.
Wait, the party was at Jennifer's house. Is she okay?
Oh, I'm better than ever, Jimmy.
Jennifer! Oh, thank goodness! You haven't been Draculized. You're just hovering a few inches off the ground and your eyes are glowing. And all your hair's fallen out. And you seem to be actively draining blood from Mr. Renfield's neck. Ah, nuts, you're the Dracula.
Yeah, pretty much. We knew that already.
Wait, Swampy, you knew?
Swampy's known for a while now. Why do you think I was able to resist her feminine wiles?
Because she's a teenager and you're a creepy 60-year-old mountain man.
Swamp man.
All right, two things. 1, I'm 367 years old. And 2, I'm totally gonna kill you now. Okay, thanks. Bye.
367? Oh man, I have all these pictures.
All right, Jimmy, get out of the way of my crossbow.
You have a crossbow? Where were you keeping that, in your bindle?
Jansport.
So retro.
Swampy just wants you to know, hell beast, that the great wheel of life turns ever onward, but yours has turned its last. And like the leaves in the waning months of autumn, so too must you fall. Yep.
So, are we speaking in third person, or are we a Nobel laureate now? I'm having trouble following here.
Say goodnight, she-devil!
Crossbows are so last century.
Jesus! She caught the arrow in midair! She's coming closer!
All right, Jimmy. As a young apprentice hunter, it's time you learn the most effective weapon a hunter has at his disposal.
Love?
Hell no! Human shields! Get her, Jimmy.
Get off me, Jimmy!
I'm sorry, he pushed me. Wait, why am I apologizing?
You tricked me, Hunter! You may have killed me, but more will come. This is just the beginning, Swampy. We are Legion! We are...
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you over the sound of your heart being on the outside.
Oh God, I'm gonna be sick.
If you're gonna toss your biscuits every time I slays a Dracula, this apprenticeship is gonna be long and difficult, young Jimmy.
Apprenticeship? You just pushed me into the arms of an unspeakable horror. Why would I be your apprentice knowing you might do something like that?
It was a calculated risk I were willing to take. Look around you, Jimmy. The curse is being lifted at last.
They've all collapsed. Are they dead?
Nope, just out cold. They'll wake up with one hell of a headache, but they will live. The Draculitis is no more.
Still, you didn't have to use me as Dracula bait.
Can you not see that your heroic sacrifice has saved the lives of all your friends?
First of all, I don't have any friends. Second, none of them would have done the same for me, so why should I even care that they were almost Draculized for good?
Oh, come on, Jimmy. Have a heart.
Oh, so now I'm being rude. Well, excuse me.
No, boy, I mean have this heart and hold it still. I need to stake it a couple more times.
Yep, gonna be sick.
Well, a lot of valuable lessons were learned that day. High school can be a difficult time for everyone, but it is also a time where we must all walk the path of adulthood and discover who we are truly meant to be. Folks, it's like that old song says, some will win, some will lose. Some are born to be blood-sick creatures of madness and horror. And if and that's what you was born to be, just know that I will find you and I will heart stake you in the heart. For I am Swampy Gunderson, Dracula Hunter. Yep. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we shall conclude tonight's broadcast. We thank you for listening tonight and hope you'll keep your ears perked and to the ground for information about our next upcoming show, to see the next episodes of your favorite characters. Until then, from all of us here at the Tales of Mild Interest, we wish you a good evening.
Tales of Mild Interest is created by Jesse Hutson and Erica Garraffa and is recorded live at the Dreamhouse Theatre in Lutz, Florida. This episode of Swampy Gunderson Dracula Hunter was written by Jesse Hutson and Erica Garraffa. The Smunt commercial announcers were Eddie Gomez and Laura Gonzalez Hutson. Swampy Gunderson was played by Jesse Hutson. Billy was played by Nathan Van Zyl. Christina was played by Erica Garraffa. The teacher was Mike Garraffa. Jennifer was played by Angel Bortz. Margot was Laura Gonzalez Hutson. Jimmy was played by James Hollingsworth. Mr. Renfield was Nathan Giuliano. Foley sound effects were provided by Tyler Orr, and music was provided by Erica Garraffa. Be sure to come see us live at MetroCon in Tampa Bay, July 20th and 21st, where we will be doing a live reading of the show you just heard, as well as B-Team Episode 1 and an all-new, never-before-heard B-Team Episode 2. For details on this upcoming show and more, find us at facebook.com/TMI Radio Plays, or follow our mascot, Professor McGillicuddy, on Twitter @TMI Radio Plays. Questions? Comments? Email us at tmi.radioplays@gmail.com. Thanks for listening to Tales of Mild Interest, the comedy you see with your ears.